Language proves there is a God. No one, and I mean no one, and this is all according to, people at the top who study all these things, linguistics and all that. They say no one is able to create a language. They can't be. You can't create a language. No one can. So how is it that there are so many languages if people can't even create one? And if we can't even create one, how if we can't even create one now that we are so advanced, how did stupid monkeys learn language back then? Sorry about the noise in the back. Um Also, it's not for example, they give you several examples, but one just to keep it short and for you to remember, to keep all these points in mind so that you know there's a God. Oh my goodness. When children are raised in a place without other humans, they there is no language. They don't speak anything because you have to pick up language from your predecessors. You have to pick up language from your parents, from your community. And there is no pre-programmed language system because wherever you grow up, that's the language you learn. So it's not like, again, it's not like if you're isolated, you're going to have this pre-programmed language in your head that you're going to speak. No, you have to get the language from someone else. So who did the first speaking people get their language from? If they can't make one, we can't even make one now, as advanced as we are. We can't even make one now, and as populous and as much more potential that we have now to make a new language because there are so many humans. Let's just find a way to make a new language. It can't be done. So how did they do that back then? If we can't make a language now, how do we make it back then? If there's no pre-programmed data for us to speak, how did we speak back then? And whoever the first persons were who spoke, who did they get it from? Who did they get it from? Now the evolutionists and the atheists, they always grasp at straws to try to bring up an explanation. And you know what the best explanation they have for the beginning of language was that when monkeys were starting to become humans, they were grunting, ooh, ooh. But that's what they do today. That's what they do today. So why haven't monkeys or gorillas or whatever or apes, why haven't they advanced from their primitive speeches and grunts? I shouldn't say speeches, grunts, because that's what it is. It's not speech. Why haven't they advanced from that? Why are they still monkeys and we are still humans? Why are they stronger than we are? Why do they eat tough things like bamboo shoots, but we can't? If we came from them, we should be able to eat what they eat and more. If we came from them, we should be as strong as they are and more. Why are they so hairy and we are not? They do. I mean, you have baboons who live in Africa. It's hot, so they didn't. We didn't become hairless because we started to live in a hot place, and so we had to shed our hair. No, we're hairless because we've been like that from the beginning. Monkeys are full of hair because they've been like that from the beginning. They live in Africa, so their abundancy in hair and us not having hair shows you that we did not come from them. If you guys catch my drift. But so yeah, language proves that there's a God. Adam and Eve spoke, and God spoke to Adam and Eve. So they already had the capability to speak a language because God put it in them. Had God not put it in them, they can't speak anything because there is no ability within us. There's no innate ability within us to make a language or speak a language that we did not inherit from, not inherit, because inherit means it will be within us, right? That we did not gather from our predecessors, from our parents, namely, and community, if we live in a community. Because even a child who only lives at home with their parents, who never went out into the community, will still speak something because their parents are speaking to them. So you don't need a community to learn. You just need your parents. But your parents need to pick it up from someone, and they have to pick it up from someone, and back and forth. Eventually, you have to concede. Obviously, there's a God. So that's just about linguistics. And I guess I should make a bunch of series about different pointers, one at a time, that proves God, or that proves God's existence. All right, y'all. Peace.